friends, how are you doing today? In today's video I have a small haul of tarot decks. I have 5 decks that I found on Aliexpress, and well, when I saw them they were very inexpensive, and I thought that because so many of the decks nowadays they are printed in China, that I was buying it from the factory itself, and that's why it was so affordable. I thought, well, since they don't have to ship it here and store it and, you know, pay expensive to store it in a warehouse here that is way more expensive than when it comes from the factory itself, and that's why but I was mistaken, because as you can see, they are not exactly the same boxes as the decks that we come here. So I was a little bit disappointed, but I already bought it, and well, I just wanted to show you guys, so maybe if you see them and you make the same mistakes, you know what you're getting. And if you still want to get them, of course, then you know exactly what it comes in those AliExpress decks, because they are not what I was expecting to get. First of all, as you can see by how small they are, they only the cards. They don't bring the books and the guidebooks that usually comes with miniature decks. And for this one I don't mind, because it's only a deck for quotes, but the other ones are decks for readings. And like this one, the Wheel of the Year Tarot, well, I know already how to read the tarot, so I know I don't need the book, so it's okay for this one as well. The same as the Fountain Tarot, but especially this one, I'm a little bit disappointed that it didn't came with a book. Well, actually, let's be real, I'm really disappointed that it didn't came with a book, and I'm really disappointed that they're like cheap copies, they're not the same. So I will still be using this because I already pay for them and they're good cards, but I don't think I will be buying decks from there again. But I just wanted to show you the cards again, as I was saying, so you can see if maybe they're worth it for you. This is the Universe Has Your Back tarot card. Actually just quotes cards, I'm sorry. And as I say, with this one, I don't mind not having a book because they're only nice quotes. And the back of the cards is just the same as the real one, and I say real one because I really feel these are copies. I don't think that's the same. I am thinking about buying one of the proper decks from Amazon, from Hay House, from well, anywhere that they sell it, in order to compare it. But although they are nice, they are very thin, but they are the same as other ones. The art is very pretty, and it's just the same as what you see in like the Amazon pages or in the shop pages for this particular deck. And the cardstock quality is pretty similar to this one, that is the Secrets of Tarot that I bought from Barnes & Noble. And if you're interested in seeing this particular deck and more extents, then I will leave a link below. But if you have it, or if you have seen this deck, the quality is almost the same. It's very similar. In fact, this is a little bit more flimsy than this one. This has a little bit of a plasticky feel to it that makes it a little harder than that one. But this is a good reference for you to know what's the quality of the paper, and to see if it is worth it for you. And I also found, after I bought these decks, that there are many stores that sells sells the decks for so many prices. I paid around $5 for each of the decks. One was like for 50, the other was for 99, things like that, but all of them around there, and only one of them was like 6. So like, again, they are really affordable, but I prefer to buy the decks that will support the makers and not copies. And again, I thought they were selling them directly from the factory, and if that was the case, then I thought that the discount was only because it was directly from factory. So again, so that's The Universe Has Your Back. If you want to see more, I can do a flip through with all the cards, but I don't want to take too long, and I want to show you all the other decks as well. This next one is the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. And I saw that some people were also getting these decks from Wish. After I already bought them, I thought, hey, I could have looked for reviews on YouTube. But anyway, it is, as you can see, they are not in order. They don't look very colorful, but again, because I don't have the real ones to compare, then I don't know if they are a little bit washed out. And because some artists like a little bit of a more washed out look, so I really don't know if that was the case for this deck. Again, the quality is similar to the other one. It's very similar to the Secrets of Tarot deck that you can find in Barnes & Noble. Here is the back of the card, and again, it's kind of flimsy, but is the same quality of some cheap decks that you will see there. But as far as I know, the real one for the Energy Oracle decks, it's not flimsy as this. It's more sturdy. So you get what you pay for. And again, big mistake for thinking they were just from factory. But you know, you can read it. It has some nice imagery, and it has all the keywords. Like here you can see anxiety, victory, the world. So it is usable. I mean, it's not completely useless. So if you also got them by mistake, I will still use them. I don't want to waste money, paper. That's a weird. There was a hair in there, and it looks kind of like animal hair. And well, that's quite weird. And you know, it's not even all in the same order, or it's not in order, and it's also like, as you can see, upside down and things like that, which is odd. That doesn't bother me because I can just put it straight, but it's not the deck in itself. It's not the real deal as I thought. Again, it is still usable. So let me show you now the Wheel of the Year Tarot. At least they give credit. It says that the Wheel of the Year Tarot is by Maria Carati and art is by Antonella Platano. So at least that's nice. So in case you want to get the real thing, then you can just go ahead and look for it. Again, this is just the cards, nothing else. There is no book, there is nothing else. This is a little bit thicker than the other ones. The cardstock is pretty much the same. It just what it changes is the art and the sizes, because there are different sizes. Here is the back. I think it's a very nice back. I do like the design, with, since it is the wheel of the year, with the summer, spring, fall, and winter. And it's very nice. Right here you says wands and bastos, which it would be in Spanish, bastoni in Italian, and batons. I'm not sure which language that is. And then it says stabe and staven, which I don't know what it means either. Here we have another one that is wands. Let me see if I find the other ones so we can see what. Okay, right here we have another one that it says Knight of Wands, Caballero de Bastos, again in Spanish, Cavalier di Bastoni, and again in Italian, and it says here Chevalier de Batons. I believe that sounds French. And then Staven Rider and Rita the Stabe. So it must be another language that I just don't know about. And again, that's really nice. It's very useful for people from any languages and use the same thing. So again, here you have the Queen of Wands, Reina de Bastos, Regina de Bastoni, or Reine de Batons. I'm sure that the French one I'm mispronouncing, because I do not know French, but I do know Spanish and Italian. So those I know that, although I have an accent, I'm close enough. You have chalices, copas, let's look, swords, espadas, and it has quite a beautiful art in them. And again, because it's just tarot, and the only thing that is different is the art itself and the way you will interpret it, then I'm okay. Although I always appreciate the books and the guidebooks that comes with them, is not a big deal for not having it. But I just want to say it. Oh, and I want to try how to shuffle them. I'm gonna try just this one because all the other ones are the same. So they are a tiny bit stiff still, but hey, they shuffle just nicely. So all in all, it's not a bad purchase for around $5. I'm just disappointed that they seem fake. I hope that at least maybe they give royalties to the creators, and maybe they're not copies and they are just more affordable versions of the ones that we get here for people that prefer, that would like to have cheaper versions. Oh, right here, this one is the Fountain Tarot. Here is the card back, and the art is very pretty. And I know that this one is supposed to be a little bit more hazy, because I've seen reviews of the cards before, and in fact that is what inspired me to get this deck, because I really liked it. And this, now that I see this one from the Wheel of the Year, are quite bright, so maybe the ones for the Energy Oracle cards are just supposed to be, as I said, a little bit more like a pastel color, a washed out color. Now that I see the other ones, I think that they're just what the artist might have chose how to present his or her art. So same paper, same quality. is a nice compact size, especially for me that I have small hands. But I think that for people that have bigger hands, this is going to feel quite smaller. And I am thinking now that, hey, maybe they are just more affordable versions, like some tarot cards have their big box version, and then they have ones that come in tins, and they're a little bit more smaller, affordable, and more like a travel size. So hey, if that is the case, it will make me feel way better that I'm not supporting someone that's copying this, and maybe this just is the version that is popular in AliExpress. And let me get I want to compare the size with something else, something that's more standard, just so you guys have a reference. This one is from my Steampunk Tarot, and as you can see, it's not only wider, but it's also taller. So for some of you, if you have this one, then you can reference the size. It's not a big change, but for me at least, this size feels perfect. Again, I have very small hands, but those of you that will prefer a regular size or even bigger ones, then it's just something to keep in mind that these are very tiny. Very travel friendly though, so if you want to have something that is travel size. And again, just keep in mind the quality is not the best, but it's not the worst. It's just very cheap stock, and that's something that, you know, this is a horrible deck. So it says Tarot of the Cloisters, and I haven't even opened that one yet. I got very intrigued by these cards because they are round, and I honestly have never seen round ones before. The back is absolutely stunning. There's no surprise. The cardstock is the same as all the other ones. And the art is quite different from what I've seen too. It's very nice, and it kind of looks like the glass windows from old churches and old historical places. As you can see right there. I'm not sure how I'm going to shuffle those other than just the regular. But here you have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, pretty. I do love that deck. I need to find the not affordable version, but the expensive version, and get it for myself, because this is so pretty. And you get all the coins. Oh, then you have the Fool, the Magician, High Priestess, the Empress. Wow, I'm really impressed with with the artwork. I do love all the other ones as well. Although I love them, I'm not surprised. But this one, I never heard of, and honestly, the only reason I got it is because it was round cards, and I don't have anything like it. And now, besides liking something that is so unique as round tarot cards, I'm just in awe by the art. Again, very pretty. I'm really happy I bought this one. I want to get the real thing of this again, if it is a copy. I'm not sure. It doesn't say it's a copy. It's not advertised as a copy. It's not advertised as a cheaper version either, kind of like smaller or just travel version, or I don't know. So I thought I was getting just the regular old cards. But I really hope you enjoy this little flip through. If you want to see more in depth, like just one deck, just let me know. But the reason for this small and quick video was just so you can see the quality and know what you're getting if you decide to, or maybe you're curious like I was by finding something like tarot decks on AliExpress or even Wish. Yeah, so you know what you're getting, and you can decide by yourself if the price is worth it, or just skip it and get the real thing from a website from here, from Amazon, from Barnes & Noble, or just from a regular brick and mortar store of your local metaphysics store. I hope this was useful for you. If it was, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos about tarot, about spiritual things, videos like this, magical blessings, and I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.